Here now, Chad Ayers, former assistant SWAT team commander, and Michael Julian, active shooter survival instructor. All right, Chad, in terms of the proper protocol, from what I understand, waiting an hour is not it. Aren't you supposed to run right towards the fire and eliminate the shooter as fast as humanly possible?
You're exactly right, Jesse, and that's how we train, is the moment that call comes out, you don't wait on your backup. You go straight there. If you can't get through the front door, you drive your patrol car through the front door. You have to get in there, just like you finished talking about. Every second is another life, and we know that you can bleed out in 3 to 5 minutes. It's absolutely devastating. And it looks like once they got in there, they got hung up at a door. There's reports talking about, that they needed a key and they couldn't get a key. Look, there's Knox boxes for firemen to get in. It's very frustrating that there was not ways to breach that door or tools. And again, look, it's very early, Jesse. We don't know all the facts and the exact timeline yet. So I want to be careful to Monday morning quarterback anything, but you're absolutely right. Our job is to get in there and to eliminate and neutralize that threat as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Michael, what is your assessment of what went down during that hour while they waited for tactical to come?
Yeah, same as Chad. I wasn't there, but based on what I'm being told, there was a lot of mistakes made. It's very unfortunate. The reason you have got to engage immediately is for the gunman's going to do one of three things. Re-engage the law enforcement. They're going to try and escape, but more often than not, they're going to kill themselves. But either way, whatever they're doing, they're now not trying to kill innocents. So the sooner you engage and get in there and make that happen, the sooner the thing's going to end.
Chad, I imagine there was a window in the classroom. I mean, it's a first-story building. All these classrooms have at least one window. Would someone have thought maybe just to circle around to the outside, probably while the shooter's focused on the door, and maybe try to get a shot through the window? Because the kids are short and they're on the ground. And this guy's 18, he's tall, his head's sticking right out. Why couldn't you just put one right through his head through the window?
Well, that's what I'm having trouble understanding, because there are reports out there, Jesse, where they were breaking windows, breaking windows to get other students out. Why weren't they breaking the window, to get those students out, or to take a shot to eliminate that? Here in the upstate of South Carolina, many of the schools have numbers on the exterior windows, and that is for that reason, for law enforcement to be able to see and know what room they're in from the outside, and hopefully be able to breach that window and take a shot and end this thing as quick as possible.
Michael, what else tactically went wrong here besides the waiting around? So he crashes his vehicle. Police are aware about the grandmother being shot in the face. He's firing rounds at a funeral home across the street. He's ripping off rounds into the school as he walks in. There's a 12-minute gap right there before he even enters the school. What else do you have to say?
Well, from what I understand from somebody that was in the governor's briefing initially, they actually had gotten word the grandmother was successful in calling. They knew and sat on the information and did not immediately act and shut the school down. That's how he was able to actually gain entrance to it. Then not going in immediately. We learned after Columbine that you have got to get in. You don't set up a perimeter and wait for SWAT or anything. As soon as the second officer arrives, you go in as a team and you engage. So just the waiting and not knowing, I'm guessing, I wasn't there, I'm guessing the training is not recent, not up to date, and that led to a lot of these problems.
Yeah, Chad, isn't that the lesson after Columbine? You don't wait for tactical, you go in right away. I mean, shouldn't that have pounded into their training manual? I mean, from the jump? Columbine was in 1999.
Exactly. That's where tactics started to change. Let's take Columbine out of it and look at the Parkland shooting. We saw the results that happened there at Parkland, what happens when you stand outside. And now here we are in 2022, and we're still seeing this. This is what we sign up for, is we have to go towards the sound of gunfire and put our lives ahead of anybody else's. And like I said, it's going to be interesting, Jesse, over the next week or two, as this timeline and body cam footage comes out, and we're really able to get a better idea of this. But I just can't imagine standing outside of a door where there's all these little elementary school kids inside. Look, 44% of these events are over in less than a minute. 15% of them are over in 5 to 15 minutes, which means a total of 85% are over in 5 minutes or less. So none of these attacks, and this was from a Secret Service study, none of these attacks lasted longer than 15 minutes. So I agree with Michael. It appears to be a training scar somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got to get into the door just to give aid to the kids who were bleeding out. I mean, just that alone to rescue the kids who were already shot just makes your heart break. All right, Chad, Michael, thank you guys for sharing your expertise with us. We really appreciate it.